Hey man, I think it's time to get to it, fight fans. What say y'all? What up, though? What's going on out there? Salute, 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 and all that good stuff. What's up, everybody? It is the homie. Mademan is in the building. Oh yeah. Y'all know I had to come on through the night, man. Hey man, y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. Yes, sir, fight fans. Hey, look here, man. Once again, it's on. Once again, it is a honor and a pleasure, fight fans. I repeat, a honor and a pleasure jumping on here, rocking out with the boxing fans and the boxing fam. What's up, everybody? Monday, if it's all good. But you know what that means? Our time now, man. What's up, everybody? Do me a favor, man. I want to give a major salute to everyone that catches this live. A definite salute to everyone that catches this on the playback. You know, I want to say hit that thumbs up as your pull up, fight fans. Hey, do the homie a favor, man. Hit that thumbs up as your pull up, fight fans. You already know. Hey, look here, man. I hope all is well in the world. I hope all is well in the world. Let me say that one more again. I hope all is well in the world. But most importantly, fight fans, I hope all is well in your world. What's up, everybody, man? I hope all is well, man. We are back at it. My bad on yesterday, fight fans. I could not come through for Sunday nights. We talking boxing live. Some things got screwed up on my end. It is what it is. We're here today. You know what I'm saying? I want to say thank you to everyone that does come on through the night. Hopefully y'all didn't have too long of a day at work tonight, you know what I'm saying? So y'all want to come on through and listen to some of this real spill, you know what I'm saying? So let's get it on because we starting kind of late. So let's just jump right into it, man. No good words of the day and none of that stuff for right now. Salute to y'all, man. Hey, to my bro, first man on deck. It's always good to see him in here, especially when he first, you know what I mean? I want to give a major salute to my main man, Muhammad Tola on deck. What's up with your homie? You know I had to come on through the night, Muhammad Tola, man. You know I had to come and do this recap, bro. My main man, Gervonta Tank Davis won. My main man, Gary Antuanne Russell lost. We got to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We definitely got to talk about it. I want to give a major salute to my main man, my bro out there, man. Orlando Finney is in our house. What's up, bro? Hope all is well with you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Good evening, main man, and fellow boxing enthusiasts. Let's talk boxing. You already know. I'm good to go. My main man Damon is on deck. What's up with you, man? Salute to the homie Damon Webster up in here, man. What's up, man? Salute from B-More, main man. All day. I know y'all celebrating down that bad boy, man. Salute to Gervonta Davis, man. Hold him up, man. Hold him up, man. Prince of the city right there. You know what I'm saying? Putting it on the map. Got it on his back last time I checked, right? Baltimore on his back. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Hold down Slim, man. You know, he putting that work in and putting B-More on the map. Salute to my homie Damon, man. Hey, Muhammad Tola says, yo, TNT equals tank and turkey. I like that. I like that. I like that. Tank and turkey. That's what should happen next. That would be great. That would be great, bro. I see Shakur over there. You know, it's the crazy thing about this Shakur thing in Tank, because I see Tank kind of playing the game too a little bit. If you go on the social media right now, some random fan says something to the effect like fight Shakur, and he's just like running next. You know what I mean? That's good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it if we can make that happen. But here's the thing. You know, for many, many years, a lot of people blame Floyd Mayweather. And you say, yo, main man, the reason that Tank ain't fight A, B, C, D, E was because Floyd didn't let him fight him. Great. We're not talking about Mayweather Promotions anymore. We're talking about GTD Promotions, right? So if that's what we talking about, guess what, Tank? This gonna fall on you now. You the man. You the boss, right? They all taking orders from you. Leonard brought out his best white suit for you, Tank, which makes you the man. So that means that from this point forward, whatever's going on with Tank is going to fall on Tank. Now, keep in mind, fight fans, I never was one that thought that Floyd held back Gervonta Davis. I'm going to be straight up front about that. I always thought it was Tank who wanted to move at his own pace, which is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. But we at the point now where Tank is at the prime window. The prime window is wide open. He's in his prime years right now. What is he, 28, 29 years old? He's in his prime years. Knockout power cracking. Everything looking good. He's in a good place, a good headspace. Everything is working. So at this point, people are going to be looking at Tank like, look, bruh, Shakur, You know what I'm saying? Who else we talking about? Shit, Loma. These type of names, people gonna be wanting them to do them. But the good thing about all of this is that Tank seemed like he down for it. I haven't seen an interview. I haven't seen an article. I haven't seen nothing that's making Tank look like he don't want this work. So maybe the time is now. You know, for all of these years. And I said, listen, Tank felt as though a lot of these cats may have been maybe ahead of the curve on him. Like when he was talking about Lomachenko, it was just like even Floyd came out defending him. Like, look, we not in no rush. He's in a rush. We not in no rush. Tank is young. He was at that time 22, 20 something years old. Understandable. You know what I mean? But now we at prime window. You the man. So that means going forward, there ain't gonna be nobody else to blame. We can't blame Al. You know what I mean? It's all Al's fault. No, 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 no. You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. Tank still got to dance to the PBC tune. And he is still their biggest earner over there. So they're going to make sure that his next steps, they're going to definitely look before they leap. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to put him in a situation where things can kind of go left for them and they go their biggest earner. You know what I mean? So my deal is, man, listen, from this point forward, whether we talking Shakur, whether we talking whoever, Tank is the man. Tank is the man. So I just want everybody to know, understand that, you know what I mean? Now we are moving to Tank's pace, not Floyd's, not Leonard's. We're moving to Tank's pace. And Tank seemingly wants all of these fights. So let's check it on out, man. Let's see how this all gonna go. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I know Muhammad Tola. I know. And that's gonna hurt us tonight, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? But the show got to go on, man. I didn't want to miss this recap, and I got to get it all wrapped up. I got it being DVR'd. So for anybody who watching the ball game, man, don't tell me nothing. I want to be surprised. I'm recording it. I'll watch it after this is all over. I probably ended up watching it like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. So don't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me nothing. Go ahead, Boston. Will Dallas pull that comeback though, champ? Will the Mavericks pull that comeback? I was about to get that broom out for their asses for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So to my homie DIL 87 on deck. What's up with you, my bro? Hope all is well with you, DIL 87. I'm glad you're rocking with me tonight, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. From a strictly business perspective, the fight to make next for Tank is a rematch versus Ryan. So many ways to sell that fight, and Turkey might just make them an offer that they can't refuse. I mean, listen, the only reason I'm not really pushing that out there is because we understand what's going on with Ryan. I am not here to put Ryan in no good positive light right now. I don't want to see Ryan. Only fight that I want to see Ryan in is the fight with the New York State Athletic Commission. I'm sorry, fight fans. Boxing aficionado right here. We got to sometimes protect the sport. You know what I'm saying? Ryan did the crime. He got to do the time. Simple as that. Very unfortunate what's going on inside of his family. It's very unfortunate, you know, the pressure that he's under and all of that shit. But at the end of the day, you did the crime. You got to do the time. And I understand. I stopped really paying attention to it because I've seen all I needed to see. But I understand this particular week, Victor Conti's still piling on. He's still talking about something that they did some separate tests now. And they're finding out that these supplements that Ryan supposedly tested on it, or his legal team or whoever tested on their own. Turns out that these particular supplements were not I don't want to say infected. What's the word? Did not contain the PED that he said that was in them. After Conti and his team supposedly ran tests on the same batch of supplements that Ryan did, and now they got different results. So all of this shit is just, to me, look, if anybody still believe in Ryan today, I got magic beans. They're $50 a bean. Hit me up in my inbox. Mainman, I need a magic bean. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you buy one, you get one free. Just shoot me up. No, we're going to take the price up a little bit. It's $75 a bean. When you put it in the ground, it's going to grow a beanstalk up to a big pile of gold. Yeah, I got them for sale. That's if you believe Ryan Garcia. Who the hell still believe in this shit? You know what I mean? Ryan out here trying to get into pop culture so he can get a lesser sentence, because the more popular that he is, the less of a sentence that he will receive. You feel me? Because boxing can't go without a popular fighter. Y'all know how this works. So Ryan is doing the smart. Ryan is honestly doing what he should have been doing. I don't want to give him no pointers. But if Ryan was smart, all you had to do was just continue to play pop culture, bro. That's it. That's how boxing works. You ain't got to sit there and explain yourself and do. Look what Alicia did. Alicia ain't even think about explaining herself. She said, hell with the explaining. I'm just gonna keep on putting these thirst traps out here and something gonna bend. Because that's how boxing works. Boxing is don't give a damn about morals. They give a fuck about money. You know what I mean? If you show them that you are still an attraction and you show them that you are still on the front line of everyone's talking points and all that shit, trust me, 6 months. That's what's going to end up happening. I don't want that to happen, but 6 months. And that's how that works. So if Ryan is smart, he does continue to go to these events. He does continue to put himself on the forefront because boxing is just too damn thirsty. You know what I mean? And that's just how it goes. If I was advising him, that's what I would do. You do things that gonna keep you popular. You do challenges, do your little rap songs, do whatever that's gonna keep people chattering about you. And boxing will respond. I hope I didn't give up too much game. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it works. DIL 87 says, yo, Tank has to be the man. Fighters around his weight class just being trying to usurp his position when he was in jail and house arrest. Yes, they know what it is. And look, even those who don't even plan on fighting him, they just gonna clout chase him. They're gonna talk about him. They're gonna, criticize him, so on and so forth. They're gonna do what Devin Haney do, sit at a perch and just talk shit, just to hope to get some clout. You know what I mean? So that's what it seems like with Tank, man. It's like, he's just that dude right now, man. Like he got the youth, you know what I mean? He got the momentum. He's selling units, dying to see what this fight going to do, because they claim that black fighters don't sell, you know what I mean? So let's see exactly what these numbers do. And hopefully we proving everybody wrong, you know what I mean? Real spill. Now, I don't want to see no rematch either, though, Damon. I don't want to see no rematch. They can keep that rematch, you know what I'm saying? Tell Ryan to have a rematch with the New York State Athletic Commission, you know what I mean? Real spill. Mr. All Hell Breaks Loose. My main man is up in here. What's up with you, fam? Only Tank fight outside of Loma or Shakur I'd be interested is in Pitbull rematch. You do gotta wonder, is there an appetite for that? Now, PBC would do that. That's an all in-house PBC thing. You do gotta wonder, is there now an appetite for the rematch with Pitbull, especially since he's a champion at 40? I don't know if Tank really cares too much about that belt, but it would do numbers. It would do numbers. And that's always one of the qualifying things to get a Tank Davis fight. If you someone that's bringing a crowd and you bringing some numbers and you bringing some noise, that might give him a one leg up. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm gonna be real with you though, man. Like, cause me, I wasn't jumping on that Pitbull rematch either, but I will say this. Pitbull grabs another good name. He got a title now and he did good. He beat Rolly. Pitbull beats another good name. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I got to see him put a little bit more work in because Tank beat the man with one hand. Tank beat him with a broken hand. You can't lose with a broken hand, bro, and just think that like you ain't got to do nothing to get back. Granted, you want a belt, you want a strap, but you beat Rolly. You beat Tank's leftovers. I need to see Pitbull. Give me. Well, Mateus is not on the block no more. I don't know, man. Something top 5. I could say other champions, but just something top 5 is good enough for me. Let me see Pitbull do something like that outside of the Rolly, because I don't rate Rolly that high. Outside of Rolly, let me see what Pitbull will do. You know what I mean? And we'll see what we can work with. But I need one more name. You know what I mean? The company that makes those supplements tested the same product with the same batch number and it came out negative. Yeah, that's what Conti was talking about. That was the statement that they put out. Ryan got problems, bro. Ryan will end up sued by every damn body. So while he's worrying about trying to run up and Tank, he need to be worrying about what's going on right here. You know what I mean? And hopefully he don't get sued. Because at the end of the day, that ain't got nothing to do with boxing. That just got this, that got everything to do with Ryan running his mouth too damn much. Keisha Sellers, what's up, Sister Queen? What's going on with you, darling? I hope all is well with you. Hope all is well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am glad that Gary Antuanne lost. He should have been, shouldn't have been. Come on, Damon. What you saying? I'm glad that Gary Antuanne lost. He should have been cooning. He should have been cooning for Ryan, or shouldn't have been cooning for Ryan. Is that what you're trying to say? Hey, listen, man. How you gonna sit there and laugh at Gary Antuanne Russell losing? Be more. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what? I'm glad you said that. Let's start right there. First off, he wasn't cooning for Ryan. You know what I'm saying? He never did anything like that. What Shawty was trying to do was play his position and play it carefully. Look what happened to his brother, bro. Did you want him to end up like his brother? You know what I mean? He couldn't go at Tank, the one he wants to really go at. You know what I mean? So he got to talk his little shit the best way he can without being freaking blackballed by them peoples. Let's start right there, fam. Let's start right there. You didn't got me. You didn't got it going, man. You didn't got it going. Let's go over here to this Gary. Oh, wrong one. Let's go over here to this Gary Antuanne Russell versus Alberto Puello fight. We can start right here, fight fans. Now y'all know how. Oh, damn, that's the David Benavidez one. Sorry. There we go. So y'all know how I feel about this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I feel about this. I believe that Gary Antuanne Russell got robbed. Got robbed. I thought that Gary Antuanne Russell should have got the nod in this fight. It was, some say, a close fight. It was a close fight. But I'm still of the same mind like I told y'all on Saturday night. How can one judge give it? I was saying 109 to it was what one, it was 108 to 119, I think it was. How can one judge see it that far and the other judges see it so close? That's the golden question here, fight fans. So the only way that we're gonna find the answer out to this is if we take a look at the judges' scorecards now, won't we? So let's look at this shit, man. Where's it at? What did I do with it? Don't tell me I didn't. I had it up here, man. Stand by for a second, fight fans. Give me a half a second here. Look like I'm having a technical snafu here. I had it up here, but maybe somebody then came in on my stuff and took it down. So hold on 1 second. We're gonna take a look at these judges' scorecards, man. We got to know. We just got to know. Stand by. Half a second. All right, here we go. We're good to go. All right, let's check this out, fight fans. So we're gonna all look at this together and let's see if we see some of deficiencies here, man, because something don't add up here, fight fans. All right, these are the judges' scorecards. Let's put them right here. Let's get this band out of your way. All right, as we look at these cards here, the one thing that stood out to me, because I've already kind of semi-glossed over these, the first thing that stood out to me like a ton of bricks was the first 3 rounds. I got 2 judges giving Alberto Puello 2 of the first 3 rounds, including, if you look at far left, the far left was that the white card. They gave Puello the first 2 rounds, gave Gary the third. The blue card, Puello got the first 2 rounds, Gary got the third. And of course, the pink card, Gary swept all 3 rounds. As a matter of fact, he swept all 4, the first 4. Now, this is where I got a big disagreement at. Now, I was scoring this as the fight was going on. On my scorecard, if I wasn't sure about much, the one thing that I was damn near sure about was that Gary at least got those first 3 rounds. He got those first 3 rounds, fight fan. Now we can argue and go through the rest of this thing and say, hey, this round, that round, I'm not sure. But the one thing that I had as a slam dunk for sure, and that's how I went back and watched it again. Gary took the first 3. Puello was doing much of nothing in those first 3 rounds. There's no way that Gary Russell shouldn't have took those first 3 rounds. But 2 of the judges saw Puello win it. So let's see if we see what they see. Let's put these punch stats up here real quick, fight fans. So let's see what they see, huh? Now the first 3 rounds here. Let's get that band out of your way. Hold on. Let's get this band out of your way. All right, first 3 rounds. This is a huge thing. Now, if you look here in the total punches category at the very, very top, Gary Antuanne Russell lands a total of 7 punches out of 48 in the first round. Alberto Puello lands 6 out of 23 in the first round. So that means to me what I'm looking at right here. Gary, he outlanded him and outworked him. When it comes to the power punches, because you may say, well, Mainman, he may have had the cleaner shots. That may have been the thing that made him nudge it in their way. Look down under that third row. Look at the power punches. In that first round, he beat Gary by 2 power punches, fight fans. Gary had a better jab, landed more jabs, and he only beat him by 2 power punches. So you're going to tell me he won the whole round off 2 punches? Off 2 punches, fight fans. Can't go with it. Let's go to round 2. Now, round 2 wasn't that great of a round for neither man. However, both men landed only 4 punches in round 2. However, once again, It looks as if that Gary is throwing more. They roughly about even though, right? Roughly about even. The only difference is that Puello landed 3 power shots in that round as opposed to Gary's 2. And Gary landed an extra jab than he landed. Neither man did nothing phenomenal in that round. Nothing phenomenal. But I still believe that Gary was pushing the action much more than Puello, who was more so on that back foot in the second round. But once again, another round where it seems as if Gary may have outworked him. Now we go to rounds 3, where Gary outlanded him by 3 punches, right? 10 landed out of 51 thrown, as opposed to Puello 7 landed out of 32 thrown. So once again, outlanded and outworked. Outlanded and outworked. And then even in the third round, he even beat him in the power punches department. If y'all want to say the cleaner, oh, he landed the better shots. Well, Gary landed more power shots. So how the hell did the first 2 judges give 2 of the 3 rounds to Puello? Now it looks as if they all gave Gary the third, which is that's good. I think that Gary should have got the first and the second. That's where the fight was damn near lost at. Now the rest we can go back and forth for him. But to me, that's where the fight was. That's where it's all at right there. That's where it's all at. Now I will keep it 100 with y'all. Look at that pink card over on the far right, the one that gave Gary that huge margin at 109 to 118. Now I can't say that I totally agree with that card neither. Now they got Gary sweeping damn near every freaking round. This is what I was saying. How can we how we get this far apart between judges? I mean, was one judge sitting on the other side of the ring? How did this dude only he sees Gary winning damn near every freaking round with the exception of 2 rounds? And keep in mind, as you can see, fight fans, on all of the judges' scorecards in round 9, they all deducted 1 point from Alberto Puello for the excessive holding. So how the hell, brother, I'm sorry, man. I don't know what they watching. Can some judge explain to me, how do you give the first 2 rounds to Alberto Puello when Gary Antuanne Russell was outworking him, landing just as many, if not more shots? I don't like it, fight fans. That's where the fight was lost at. Look at the rest of the shit. This guy, the one in the middle, was that Glenn Feldman. He got it 112 to 115. How do you give it 112 to 115 with a point deduction? So you telling me he gave Gary he gave Puello, he gave him the 11th and the 12th. He gave him the 11th. I thought Gary took the 11th. Anybody else thought that Gary took the 11th? Judge, the white card thought that Gary took the 11th. And of course, the pink card thought that Gary took the 11th. I thought that Gary took the 11th as well. The rest of that stuff, I mean, it's all debated. But I can honestly say that there wasn't 1 point in this fight, like in that blue card on Glenn Feldman's card, that I saw Alberto Puello win 4 straight rounds. No freaking way. No freaking way. Glenn Feldman gave him 5, 6, 7, 8. He gave him 5, 6, 7, and 8. No way in the world that Puello put together 4 straight rounds, fight fans. At no point in that fight. No point in that fight. Can't get with it, man. Can't get with it, fight fans. I don't know what these judges are looking at, man. Real spill. Let me see what y'all talking about, man. Salute to the fam, man. Salute to everybody. Hit that thumbs up for the homie, bro. Hit that thumbs up for the homie. Let me see here, man. Salute to my homie Rasta on deck. What's up, bro? He said, what's happening, man? Respect to Frank the Tank on his win. Respect to Frank the Tank on his win. But I can't respect no Loma talk or match. All you heard from Tank was crickets for years, and now he wants an aging Loma. I mean, he felt like he ready now, bro. It's like the time is now. The time is now. I mean, back then, I mean, let me ask you this, though, Rasta. Is it a good argument to say, well, at least back then Tank may have been too young? Maybe he was not ready, wasn't fully matured, physically and mentally. Maybe he did the right thing by saying, listen, I'm just recognizing where I'm at and I'm not there yet. You feel me? I mean, maybe that's what it is. I mean, look, great. It's good that Devin Haney went over there and struggled with that aging Loma and barely squeaked by. That's great. But in Tank's case, he moving a bit smarter. He moving a bit different. He not letting these dudes get over on him. Even when fans like myself say, hey, man, I want to see you move up and do this and do that. He like, nah, I know, I hear y'all. But y'all don't know what these boys be doing. I wasn't aware of Devin Haney doing 165 pounds in fights. I wasn't. It hit me like a ton of bricks when I realized that Ryan Garcia's actually never fought at 140 pounds. Never. He's too big for 140. And here I was at the time, like, come on, Tank, man, you can move up, you beat Barrios, boom, 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 boom. But Tank realizes, like, no, boy, these dudes be pulling little tricks, little sneaky little tricks. And I gotta guard my career because they all want my spot and they pulling tricks to do it. So I get it, man. And in Loma's case, man, Loma was ahead of most of the youngsters at that time. You know, matter of fact, at that time, none of the youngsters fought Loma. When Tank was trying to fight him, they didn't fight. Devin didn't fight him till many years later. Shakur's never fought him. So, I mean, I understand what you're saying, Rasta, man. I think it's going to happen, though, bro. I hope it happens. You know what I'm saying? I hope it happens. Valkyrie says, yo, Gary had the worst game plan. I'm not going to join you with the robbery, but it was close. Gary kept getting counted. He did get counted a lot, but not nearly enough. Not nearly enough. And not nearly enough to overcome, to me, a point deduction. Let's not forget that part. Not nearly enough to overcome a point deduction right there in round 9. I mean, for them to get his, so that means the score would have technically been on Feldman's card 116 to 112. That's a 4-round margin. If the point deduction don't happen, that's a 4-round margin. No freaking way that Puello won this fight by no 4-round margin. Nah, no way, no how. Like I said, I don't agree with the guy on the right. I don't agree with who's that, David Hudson. I don't agree with David Hudson's card, but I thought his was more probably accurate than the other two. You know what I mean? I don't know if Gary got that 4th round. Like my guy on the far right, the pink card gave Gary that 4th round. I don't know if Gary got that 4th round. That was a close round. That was an iffy round for me. I went back and watched it, man. I really did. And I'm sorry, man. It's no way. Y'all can go back and watch it for yourselves. There is no way that you can give Puello 2 of the first 3. You would have to give all 3 to Gary Antuanne Russell, in my opinion. But that's where the fight went left at, man. Keisha says, I had Gary winning 2. Yeah, man. They shouldn't have took that from him. Granted, it wasn't his best night. It wasn't his, greatest moments. But y'all, he pulled that out, man. Come on, y'all. He pulled that out. Valkyrie says Gary had the first 3, man. That's messed up. Facts. That's where things went left. I don't know what they were watching, bro. How the hell, bro? He got them first 3, man. Like I said, if there's nothing about the fight that I feel like I'm sure about, it's them first 3 rounds, bro. It's them first 3 rounds. So we'll see. Let me just take one more glance, if I can, at these punch stats to see if the punch stats like blow Gary out the water. So when we go to the final stats at the very bottom, we got Gary landing 100 punches out of 600. That is not his best night. And Puello landing 12 more punches, 112 out of 425. So Gary outworked him by damn near 200 punches. And he only outlanded Gary by 12 punches. The win, my guess would be where they gave it to him at would be, I thought, the power punches department. Yeah, it looked like he outlanded Gary in the power punches department. That's mainly where he was kind of winning on those counter shots. He was also sticking that jab out there pretty good too, but his jab was really inaccurate. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, the power punches probably pulled the form, but I didn't think he should have got that nod. Fight fans. So it is what it is. So, man, I hope everything sits out well for my boy Gary Antuanne Russell, man. I just really think that he still got enough time to bounce back. He's still an exciting fighter. He's still a type of fighter that a lot of fans want to see. He's not tippity tap style fighter. Like he's an action-packed fighter. You still put him in there with a guy like Sabril Mateus. You still put him in there with a guy like, I don't know, Teofimo Lopez. I still think he's game in all of those fights. Styles make fights. Not everybody fights like Alberto Puello. You know what I mean? So hopefully Gary Antuanne Russell will dust this, brush this dirt off his shoulders You know what I'm saying? Pick up his gloves and get right back into the ring. Gary is a warrior. He's probably gonna, it's probably gonna hurt him a little bit, you know what I'm saying, within, but he gotta brush it off. First defeat of his career. Brush it off, get ready to get on back. You got 100, well, did have 100% knockout ratio. You still are a force to be reckoned with. And once again, I want to still see these boys deal with Gary Antuanne Russell. The crazy thing is I saw Devin Haney out there talking that trash. What did he put? What did he say? Matter of fact, I think I got a glimpse of it. Yeah, Devin Haney out here running his mouth. And this is why y'all wonder why I talk shit about Devin Haney. Y'all wonder why I don't be letting up off Devin Haney. He couldn't wait for this moment. He couldn't wait for this. He had nothing to say before this fight. How many live streams and videos have y'all heard me sit here and do and say, who the hell is saying Gary Antuanne Russell's name? No one. Soon as he lost, this dude come out with this shit. This is the most sucker shit that I've ever seen. See, this is why nobody don't like Devin Haney, bro. For this reason right here. I thought you was a Muslim. I thought you was a brother. You didn't give this man, you didn't even let the paint dry on this on the paperwork that they put the L on before you out here with a damn tweet with your little manufactured ass. See, this is the reason why people don't mess with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Real spill, because you and your daddy, y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of rabble rousers. Just want to keep things roused up. But this little sucker shit. You don't want to fight Tank. You want to run in the opposite direction, but you want to talk about Tank. You don't mention Gary Antuanne Russell one time in the last year. Can you find an article? Can you find anything that says Devin Haney is talking about? They went out of their way not to talk about this kid. His fan base went out of their way not to cover Gary Antuanne Russell because they were scared as hell. And now that he loses, here come your suck ass with this shit. Let's see you do it. I still got money on Gary Antuanne beating Devin Haney all day. Let's see you do it, homie. If he's such shit, let's see it. This is the most sucker shit this is what suckers do, bro. If you felt this way before, now it's one thing to say, well, I got a whole bunch of stuff, man, of him saying this stuff for months and months and months. That's one thing. But brother, you were quiet as a freaking church mouse. You didn't want no smoke. None. And now all of a sudden you got something to say. Funny. Come see Gary. Say that while Gary is around. Say it to his face. Not while you hiding in some basement in Oakland some goddamn where. With your little manufactured ass. See, this is what I'm telling you, bro. See, did you see in your last fight with Ryan? Where was your fans at? Who was there supporting Devin Haney? Because the word on the curb is that arena was filled up with Ryan's fans. When I looked online, I seen the buzz about Ryan. You was just there just to be the other guy, seemed like. I mean, I seen your little YouTubers talking about you, but who really was covering you, bro? Like, they walking around like you that guy. You are not that guy, homie. Your performances are mostly boring as hell. You can't knock no one out. You running around doing little opportunist shit. Oh, I'm gonna run over here and try to fight Kambosos. Why it's a good chance to fight Kambosos. And then after I fight Kambosos, I could try to take advantage of almost 40-year-old Loma. But I ain't even gonna look Shakur's way. I'm not even gonna mention Shakur until I'm on my way out the door. And then I can take the Shakur deal and run to DAZN and say, well, ESPN and Top Rank is offering me this for Shakur. Do y'all got something better? Everybody knows you're an opportunist, homie. Everyone knows you're an opportunist. That's why people not lining up, but that's why people got to cover you night. Your pops got to run around here and pay these cats to cover you night and day. To cover you night and day to get a spot. Oh, whatever you do, don't talk about Tank. And whatever y'all do, don't talk about Gary Antuanne. You talk about Devin night and day. And if you don't, I will pull your damn funding. Pathetic. Pathetic. Batteries in all y'all backs for this little manufactured cat. Knock somebody out, bro. Give us a reason to believe. And don't put us to sleep with that Sandor Martin fight. This is what the suckers do, though, fight fans. Man, ain't had nothing to say. I mean, nothing to say. The whole time Gary Antuanne Russell floating around out there. Man, miss me with this sucker shit, bro. I'm allergic to sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? I break out in hives and shit. You know what I mean? Real spill. Mr. All Hell Breaks Loose says, selling subpar opponents and aging guys out. Tank out here moving like Canelo. Man, y'all be mad at Tank, man. Tank can't win for losing in y'all eyes, bro. I don't understand it. What do y'all dislike about Tank? It ain't Tank's fault, Mr. All Hell Breaks Loose, that they don't come to PBC. He can't make nobody come to PBC. You know what I'm saying? But once again, we in a different time now. So maybe Tank doing some crossover stuff. If Turkey can get involved, that's all good. We'll see. We'll see, man. But right now, that's only really left at the class is what? Shakur and Loma. And truth be told, I got Tank beating Loma right now. I got Tank beating Loma. Him and Shakur, well, that's a different conversation. But I got Tank beating Loma. Nah, he didn't win clearly, fam. He didn't win clearly. No way. No way. Puello won clearly. I don't think so. I don't think so. Once that dude Shakur feels any heat zipping by him, the dude turns into a night crawler, teleporting around the ring. Look, Shakur got layers and levels. Layers and levels. All right. Y'all can't be mad at Shakur for if he's injured in one fight, because we always tend to forget that. I know Shakur gets a bad look after his last fight, but no one ever talks about his injury. I mean, he don't want to talk much about it himself because he don't want to make no excuses, but no one ever gives him no benefits or no doubts. Ryan gets all of the benefits of doubts. Devin gets benefits of doubts with his manufactured ass. All of these benefits of doubts, but yet y'all don't give Shakur no benefit of the doubt. I don't understand it, man. I think him and Tank is a rock star fight. You know what I'm saying? A rock star fight. Real spill. Real spill. Says Dev resume is 10 times better than Gary Antuanne's. Should have kept his mouth shut about the last fight. First off, Dev resume just got good. Let's not make it like it's been that good. It just got good. That's first off. Second off, I don't got one fight from Gary Antuanne, you know what I mean, that he won and people thought that he technically lost. Say what you want. A lot of people don't give Devin a lot of credit for that Lomachenko fight. You know what I'm saying? In that particular case, people want him to run it back to make it more cleaner. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? And listen, Gary Antuanne ain't got a pops running around the world promoting on his behalf like Devin does. You feel me? So, and he's not paying all of these platforms like Devin do to talk. I ain't saying it's, and maybe it's a good strategy, but that's what he got to do. My boy Gary Antuanne, organic. Shit, organic. When shit is organic, that means it's real. That's why Tank get the love he got. It's organic. It comes from the mud. It comes from the street. Not nothing that people paying. Oh, talk about him so everyone can like him. You talk about him so everybody can like him. You talk about him so everybody can like him. No. Organic, homeboy. Organic. That's the difference. You know what I mean? And when you got an organic fan base, when you lose, we still right here. Let your boy Devin lose and watch how many you see walking out the door, sliding over there to the Shakur side. Watch. Because it's not organic. You know what I mean? The second he lose, you're going to see a major abandoning the ship. Watch what I tell you. Unless it's, of course, and you know, I'm sure all of the platforms going to be on one accord and shit. You know what I'm saying? That bill money good, bro. That bill money good. But it is what it is. Let's push on, fight fans, because I don't want to be up all night tonight, huh? Let's keep on going, man. I want to give a major salute to my main man. First off, I want to also give a major salute to my main man, Ricardo Cartlett out there. Ricardo, happy birthday to you, homie. So you ain't think I was paying attention, man. You know what I mean? Salute to my homie, Ricardo Cartlett, bro. Happy birthday, bro, and many, many more. You know what I'm saying? And also, Lana, hit me up. Drop something in the chat, Lana. If you do catch this live stream tonight, drop something in the chat so I can see what your status is. You know what I mean? Salute, bro. Salute. So let's keep pushing, fight fans. Let's keep it going. Let's stop right here. I want to give a major salute to my main man, David Benavidez, for defeating Oleksandr Vozdik. Now, the thing is, now we covered this on Saturday night. Now we know that, yeah, the second half of that fight did not look like a typical David Benavidez fight. It didn't. Punch output dipped. Clearly, he got a bit fatigued in the fight. His power wasn't able to kind of chip Vozdik away. Vozdik was still there. Very durable fighter. Some people are accusing him of being on them roids. I'm just saying, they are. And so, yeah, man, good performance from David, man. David, we know after the fight stated that he wanted to maybe go back down to 168 pounds. I do wonder, once again, fight fans, is there something to that we just don't know about? You know what I mean? Him and Canelo, maybe something being cooked up with PBC. Don't know. I mean, that's kind of funny, don't y'all think, for him to want to go back down to 168 pounds? The only other thing that will make sense in that case is maybe PBC is cooking up maybe something for him and Canelo. Maybe they say, you know what? If PBC is smart, of course. But maybe they say, why give this to Turkey, or why allow Turkey or anyone else to come in between this, and they take all of the money and they take everything that's needed, when we can kind of do it ourselves and reap everything. That would be the smart way, right? Don't know if Canelo gonna still want 250 or 200 million or whatever it is that he wants. But that would be the smart way to do it. It keeps all of the money in house. Easy work. You know what I'm saying? But congratulations to David. I thought he did a decent performance. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the greatest, once again. It wasn't the greatest performance of David, but this was his first fight at 175 pounds. And we know the biggest challenge in boxing is what, fight fans? Moving up in weight. It is the hardest challenge in the sport of boxing. When fighters skip a weight class and they go maybe, skip one and go up to the next one, sometimes in most cases they lose their identity because they're fish out of water. They fighting with these big men. Things that they normally do at those lower classes ain't working. They go up there, they get their ass whooped. They try to come back down and lose the weight and come on back down, throwing their body all out of flux. And it don't work good in a lot of cases. It's always an interesting challenge. That's why I don't like, hearing David moving back down to 168. But David, as you can see from his punch output, he normally throws a bit more than that. That's that 340 something punches. Nah, he throws way more than that. Way more than that. Down the stretch. Look at that in round 9. Look at that in what's that, round 9? Yeah. Oh, round 9. 40 punches total. His punch output was kind of low for majority of the fight when you kind of look at it. Yeah, bro. That's interesting. David goes up one class, his punch output comes down dramatically. You know what I mean? Wow. But however, David was doing pretty good on that jab. His jab was working pretty good. He outlanded Vozik on the jab, and that's Vozik's best part of his game. David literally beat him in the jab war. You know what I mean? David was doing such a good job, bro, of just leaping in with those power shots from the outside. Vozik don't have an intense meter. Like, he's like one level the whole time. He's like monotone. You know what I mean? He didn't turn up. He didn't kind of turn down. He just kind of same level all the way through. And so David was able to kind of become more intense with that guy because he wasn't giving nothing intense back. So as David was on the outside, leaping in with those left hooks and hitting him with those left hooks to the body, Vozik didn't turn that intense meter up at all. It just, let me take a step, try to take a step back, and here's a jab. There's another jab. Let's move again. Let's just move and jab. I'm like, Vozik, you got to kick it up some, bro. The thing is that David kind of wore himself out going down that stretch. And I don't think I've ever seen David, like I said, look like that in the second half of a fight. And so I got to tell you, bro, I think I'm going to double down on what I said before the fight. I still believe that if he was to face the winner of Beterbiev and Bivol, bro, like, I still believe that the Beterbiev fight would be the easier fight for him. But Bivol, especially now seeing how he performed in the second half of this fight, and Bivol is a mover. Bivol is a mover. You know what I mean? Angles, spinning on the balls of his feet. He's gonna make you work. He's gonna make you work. And so my deal is, him and Bivol is tough, bro. Him and Bivol is tough. Styles make fights. Beterbiev is going to be right there to fight with him. Can he contend with the firepower of Beterbiev? I don't know. It's tough. Now I'm like, oh no, bro. You know what I mean? I'm seeing him at 75. I'm like, that was a surprising performance. I expected him to steamroll Vozik, not kind of put towards the end. You know what I mean? But he's all in all, he did a good job. You know what I mean? He definitely secured the fight without a doubt. I won some bread on that, by the way, fight fans. I did bet on that decision. I told y'all to bet on that decision. And yeah, man, all in all, good. I mean, decent performance, but nothing I can see raising his stock through the roof. You know what I'm saying? And as you can see, it's not that easy to do. You know what I mean? Canelo couldn't even do it that easy. So salute. Salute. Sister Queen is up in here. I got La D on deck. What's up, sis? Hope all is well with your La. Salute to your family. Salute, salute. Salute to my homie Preem out there in the super chat, man. Thank you for that love out there, Preem, and much love to you, my man. Salute, salute. He said, man, you still doing good work, bro. Blessings, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Yo, bro, I'm gonna be doing this forever, man. I just love boxing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a boxing fanatic, I guess you might want to say. You know what I mean? I'm gonna still be here, even if I got 1, 2 of y'all up in here, fight fans. I'm gonna always be covering the sport. You know what I mean? This has been this way, man. Like I always told y'all, I never had a place to go to talk the sport. None of my homies ain't educated enough in boxing to really have a serious conversation. I could talk casual shit with them, you know what I mean? But I can't talk nothing real. And this was the first place that I ever had to really sit down and have like-minded individuals who know just as much about the sport. You know what I mean? So it's always a pleasure, man. Like, salute to you, Preem, man. And thanks for that love right there, bro. Real spill. Real spill. Salute to my homie DIL87 out there in that super chat. My homie always holding me down, man. Thank you, my friend. And much love. You know what I mean? He says, yo, main man, Vosdick has been hit by Adonis Stevenson and Arthur Beterbiev. That dude is hella adorable. Great chin. David Gash trying to finish him in the mid rounds. And that's true. He put a lot in those first 6 rounds, man. He put a lot, bro. I mean, he was leaping into those shots. Leaping into the shots, constantly walking down Vosdick. Just walk everywhere he went, he met him there. You know what I mean? All the way up to the point that he couldn't. I think he really wanted to get him out of there early if he could. Now, normally, David don't come out like that explosive. So that may help him at 75. Maybe he just came out emptying in the tank on Vosdick. Normally, he don't come out empty in the tank like that. Like, he takes it a bit more slower in the earlier rounds. Starts to pick it up and get stronger, it seems, as the fight goes on. So it was a little surprising kind of seeing him leap out there like that so early. I mean, he was hitting the body. He was doing a good job of hitting the body. Matter of fact, let me take a look at his body work. His body work was super solid, bro. What that say? 100. What that say in the body department? Let me see. Hold on. Total punches. Body landed 86 punches to Vosdick's 38. Looked like 86, and I could be. Yeah, that's 86. I ain't got my glasses on, man. So yeah, 86 punches to the body, bro. He wasn't really doing much abandonment to the body. Like, he was putting money in the bank, which is the one thing that my man Gary Antuanne Russell also was missing versus Puello, fight fans. Money in the bank. David put money in the bank. Could have did it a little more. Like I said, jumped out there a bit early, a little too early in my liking. Let me see something here. A little too early. If we go to that power, let me see the power shot. Yeah, look at that, bro. He was flinging them power shots. Bro, that fool landed 22 power shots in round 4. That fool landed 22 power shots in round 4, fight fans. So he was, as you can see, as that fight kind of went on, it kind of dipped by half as the fight kind of went on. You know what I'm saying? But when it came to in those early rounds, look at that. Look at those power shots in those early rounds. Those first 4, 5, 6 rounds. Then it started to dip after about 6. You see what I'm saying? But he came out just giving it all up, man. Just throwing any and everything at the man, bro. Especially that left hook to the body. It was just working. And Vosdick didn't go nowhere. Now I gotta say, fight fans, when the last time we seen Vosdick looking like that? I mean, body-wise. Like, the brother was built like a damn tank, bro. I mean, I know he's been gone off the scene for a while now, you know what I mean? But really, I mean, like, bro, he was built like a freaking tank. Now, this picture don't kind of show it, but he was bigger than David, for sure. Way bigger than David. Y'all think that the reason he didn't go down is because he was, you know what? Nah, I'm not even gonna do that. But are we sure that the reason he didn't go down was because no, we can't say that. I'm just asking the question. But once again, you know what I'm saying, amazing performance for my main man David Benavidez. But all in all, you know, still got some answers on David at 175. I don't know, bro. Maybe this is the reason why he's considering going back to 68. It may be the smarter play. It may just be the smarter play. It may just be the smarter play. You know what I mean? Salute to my bro, man. And thanks for that love out there, DIL87, man. Thank you. Thank you much, fam. Thank you much. Thank you much. DGO, what's up with you? You say, yo, Benavidez is food at 175. Yeah, I need to see a little bit more, bro. I need to see a little bit more. I feel like he can get in there with Beterbiev, though. I do think so. I just don't. I will say he cannot gas against no Artur Beterbiev in the second half of the fight. He gasses against Beterbiev. Not good. Not good whatsoever. As for Bivol will dance. I don't know, bro. Maybe this is why David is reconsidering going back down to 68. For those who haven't heard, David Benavidez states that he's going to go after some vacant title down at 168 pounds. I think David Morrell has already moved up to 75. So only thing that's left for him to do down there is Canelo Alvarez at this point. There's nothing else. Nothing else. We will see. Congratulations to my main man, David Benavidez, getting the unanimous decision over Alexander Gvozdyk, making his debut at 175 pounds and winning the homie a couple dollars. Let's keep it pushing, fight fans. Let's keep it pushing. So I guess we can sit here and talk about Tank and Frank for a little bit now, right? Now, for this one, we're going to do this a little different, fight fans. Y'all know how I do post-fight recaps, and it ain't going to stop tonight. So what we're going to do, first off, I want to say congratulations to Gervonta Tank Davis, defeating Frank Martin by knockout in round 8. It seems as if the experience factor seemed to be the main point in this fight. That was, a lot of us said it was going to be experience. And I honestly got to say that's what probably won the fight for Gervonta, the experience. And even Frank Martin admits this. Like, he was doing little things there that, it has to come with experience because he knows so many styles, so on and so forth. And Frank would even admit that he got caught up into a pattern, getting caught up on the ropes constantly, doing things on the ropes. And you can't do those things against Gervonta Tank Davis. He's reading you constantly in those early rounds. Those early rounds, he's constantly just reading you. Oh, this is what you do. And Frank even admitted it, like, yeah, I started to give off little movements along the ropes and he started picking up on them. You can't do that against Gervonta Davis, a devastating counterpuncher. You move to the same spot too many times, it's just a matter of time, and he has really good timing. So now Gervonta Davis has defeated Frank Martin. It's good to see that because, he was being criticized for not fighting black fighters. Any criticism out there, fight fans? Do I got anything? Let's go to the comment section. Do I got anything? Don't got nothing. Don't got nothing. He's finally fought a black fighter. Can we give credit to Gervonta Davis now? He's fought the big guys, Barrios. He's fought the small guys, Leo Santa Cruz, multiple division champion as well, right? He's fought the black guys, Frank Martin. He's fought the strong guys in Pitbull. So it looks as if that Gervonta Davis, as I can see from all of the fam out there, y'all still criticizing the man. But y'all don't give him no credit for the fact that, hey, he beating all of these dudes. And trust and believe, for those who clown his resume, everybody that he's beaten, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, would love to fight them. So you can keep clowning Tank's resume all you want. But would not Ryan Garcia like to fight Pitbull Cruz? Would not Devin Haney like to fight Pitbull Cruz? Rolly already did. I'm just asking the question. Would they not fight Mario Barrios? So y'all can say what y'all want about Tank's resume, but always remember the same catch y'all make fun of him for fighting, everybody else wants to fight him. I'm just saying. They do. You know what I mean? So we're going to listen in, man. We're going to listen in. Let's go through some comments and then we're going to pull up some audio real quick. You know what I mean? My man Muhammad told us, says, yo, Benavidez is saying that he's going back to 168 is him getting out of the door before the boss of 175 returns. Who, Dimitri Bivol? Because he's the one that's still fighting. The so-called boss of 175 is nowhere to be found. He supposedly got an injury. He got a little boo-boo. Y'all better just make sure that he's steadily being tested. You know what I'm saying? That's all we ask. That's all we ask, Muhammad Amatola. That's all we ask. David hit him to the body so much, but didn't even put a dent on Vozdik's gas tank. Not only that, bro, his face was clean. Man looked like he didn't have a punch landed on him all night long. I say, damn. Either David's power took a dip, or Vozdik is just more durable than I've ever remember him being. But dog, you right. He didn't cause a dent in him. And that is concerning. He is wrecking people at 168 and moves up, and you don't even cause a dent in Vozdik. I think that's why David, if you listen, he should stay at 175 and just keep pushing. Grow into the class. Acclimate to the class. You got smoke up there, homie. You can go for undisputed. If they do Beterbiev and Bivol, he lines up to get the one, and he moving into an undisputed fight. Stick at 75, man, and try it out. The only thing is, fight fans, he stays at 75 and he goes after that shot, right? He loses, the Canelo fight is gone. Maybe David is thinking like, do I want to risk that fight? I want to risk that fight and then fuck around and lose, and that's it. Canelo going, I'll fight the winner. I won't fight David, but I'll fight the winner. I don't know, fight fans. Maybe that's what he's thinking about. You know what I'm saying? I want to stop and give a major salute to my sister Queen, always by my side. You know what I'm saying? La D on deck. Thank you for that love in this super chat, sis. Much love. She says, congrats to Tank. And isn't Floyd the best? Isn't Floyd the best? He's good. He's definitely one of the best. I'm not going to take that away from him. Definitely one of the best in the history of the sport. That's something I will never, ever imply on. As the best, I would beg to differ. That's up for interpretation. He's supposed to say it, but that don't mean I got to say it. It's always going to be Muhammad Ali for me. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, Tank, Floyd is cool. I hope him and Tank can work it back out together and they can get back on the same, cool side of the pillow. I just think, honestly, Tank used Floyd for so many years to kind of help sell himself. Maybe, just maybe, since Floyd is a bit older, maybe he using Tank to start to keep himself relevant. Maybe it's like a thing like that. Like, Tank helped Floyd come up. Floyd helped Tank come up. And now that Floyd's kind of Asian, got nothing going on, but he still want to stay relevant. What's the thing he does? Exactly what they've done to him for many years. Talk shit to them. And it all sells. It all clicks. It all makes headlines. It could be some shit like that going on. Man, that's a cool thing, about building somebody up. When you need them, maybe you can use them for that. Look at Adrian Bronner. Adrian Bronner brought Tank into the game. And what did Tank do to repay him? Made sure that his training was straight. Made sure that people were still talking about Adrian Bronner and not forgetting about Adrian Bronner. When Adrian Bronner got to go to court and deal with certain court issues like that, Adrian Bronner telling the judge, I'm getting money from Tank. You know what I mean? So salute to Tank for holding down his folks, man, and holding down his people. But as far as him and Floyd, it's like, sometimes I think it's real. Sometimes I think it's not. You know what I mean? Real spill. Oh, okay. I got you. She's coming right back. She says, main man. No, I meant that the best for releasing that tape. Oh, I see. You talking about the jump between what, Tank and Devin? The Tank and Devin sparring jump? Is that what you talking about? Or what else tape did he release? He didn't release nothing but him and Frank Martin. You talking about the jump with him and Devin? I'll be looking for your comments, sis. Let me know. Just drop it in the chat. You talking about the one between him and Devin? Let me know. Yeah, salute to Floyd, man. Salute to Floyd. Always trying to keep some shit stirred up, man. You know what I mean? Always want to keep something stirred up. Peter Von Ox says, Vozdik is durable. But yeah, man, but like that, bro. You see how many punches David was putting on him? Clean joints. I'm talking Peter. He was leading in with left hooks. He was loading up to the body. And Vozdik was just like, man, what was that? A mosquito bite? Oh, okay, let's keep fighting. Oh, I think somebody dropped a lemon head on me or something. Let's keep rolling. I'm like, what the hell? David put people down with that shit. And then it was happening round after round after round. It wasn't like just one isolated round, bro. It was constantly happening. And he couldn't dent him. Couldn't dent him. The fuck is Vosdick made of? Adamantium or some shit? Like, what's really going on with your boy? You know what I mean? Real spill. So salute, man. We're gonna go to this though, fight fans. Let's listen to a little bit of audio from the Frank Martin and Gervonta Davis press conference, post-fight press conference. Got a few clips here and kind of give us a better picture of how these folks was feeling during this fight. So let's dig into this a little bit. Let's cut this music and let's listen to a little bit of some of the audio, man, and we'll give a little commentary behind it, and we'll just kind of roll like that. So we're gonna start off with a little bit of Frank. You know what I mean? A little bit of Frank and see how Frank felt about this. So we'll just kind of play him as I got him on here. Nothing in no specific order. So this is the opening words from Frank
man. I let my people down, but my head high, At the end of the day, I came out to be great, but I came up short. I got caught with a shot that I didn't see, one that came from underneath, and it went from there. I guess I didn't make the count, but I appreciate everybody that came out, everybody that's been a part of this event, from Earl Spence to TGB to everybody, all you guys who are here as well. I'll be back. I'll be back better. Watch film, get better, grow. And y'all see me again.
You know what, man? I like Frank. I really do. I like Frank, and I don't want to see Frank go away yet either. You know what I mean? It's one of them things. He took the first loss of his career. Frank ain't got to go nowhere, bro. He still can hover around 100 and what? I say it's time for him to move up to 140. I think he should consider the 40 move, but I think I want to still see Frank in the mix. I really, really do. I mean, I'm never ready to write a fighter off after one loss, and I'm fully aware that Frank is a late bloomer. You know what I mean? So for him to be a late bloomer, and he did take a few rounds against Tank, you know what I mean? Now, I will admit he got stopped in devastating fashion, which never helps your stock. But at the end of the day, he threw a few rounds in the bank, man, and everyone recognized the experience gap between Tank and Frank. I believe that Frank will still continue to progress and get better. I still think that he'll still be a major threat to a lot of fighters, even at 140 pounds. I like Shorty. You know what I mean? He got a good attitude. He's not a sore loser. He showed up for the post-fight presser, even in defeat, even by after being stopped. A lot of these old pussy-ass fighters nowadays, fight fans, what do they do after they get stopped? They run for the hills. They get low. They don't want to talk. Oh, I'm hurt. I'm injured. They don't want to talk, but Frank showed up, man. You know what I mean? Speaks volumes to a guy like me. Show up, take your lumps, take the hard questions, shake it off, go back to the gym, and get better and get ready for the next one. You know what I'm saying? You're still young. You still got a long career ahead of you. You got to stay in a good place. You know what I'm saying? But interesting, man. Interesting. Let's listen to Frank speak about Tank's skills and skills.
He got his setups, good traps. It was certain, like the trap that I got caught with was one that we knew that could possibly happen, and I was just too comfortable, and he landed that up on me, and I ain't see it, just by being on them ropes. But he's a slick guy, he could box, he could punch, he could really, he adaptable. I feel like Tank can adapt to a lot of different styles. He got the experience. He got good.
That's what's up, man. See that Frank is telling it better than anybody can tell it. That's something that Tank don't get a lot of that credit for. See, y'all, we always talk about power. The uppercut is beautiful. Oh, the left hand, straight. You know what I'm saying? Body work, awesome. But Tank is actually, if you go back early in his career, Tank used more of his boxing ability earlier on in his career. He developed into this more high guard, come forward, you expend all his activity. Learned that from Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, like I told you, this is why he admires Canelo so much. He picked that shit up from Canelo Alvarez. And it's working for him. So now a lot of people that see Tank, you say, oh yeah, he's this big power puncher. Yeah, we've always known that Tank had power. But go back a few years. Just go back a few years and you will see Tank moving at the upper body, reflexes sharp as attack, working his jab, working his stick, working his movement. Not always was so flat-footed. Literally bopping on his toes. Tank, he has a lot in his arsenal, man. And he gets a lot of looks for the power, but don't get it twisted. Shorty can box too, you know what I mean? So I gotta agree with Frank Martin on that bit of his skills. And he says he talked about the experience. Tank is a guy that's been in there with many different styles at this point. Once again, in front of big crowds. He's been in front of hostile crowds. He's been over to the UK. He's fought in every corner of America, it seems like. People that like him and don't like him. And he's still performing the exact same. Consistency is everything. So salute, man. That experience is definitely shining right now. Frank on what he believes that can beat Tank Davis.
You just gotta go in there and box. You gotta be able to box, you know, and just watch all the shots, you know, because he got them shots that if you don't see him, you know, he can get you out, and he's sneaky with it. You know, he could take a punch, he can give a punch too. So it's just like just being woke. With him, you got to be woke in there. I've been saying that like the whole time leading up to this fight. You know, you got to be woke, and I got caught with a shot, not being woke. So
Frank,
he got caught with a shot, not being woke. Damn. But he claims that he's basically describing a boxer he believes that can beat Tank. And y'all know where this is going, right? Y'all know what everybody thinking. First name Shakur, last name Stevenson. That's the first thing I thought of. And I will admit, when somebody asked me the other night, like, yo, what do you think that would give Tank some problems? And that's the same thing that I said. I think a boxer mover, someone with layers to his game, someone who doesn't do the same patterns over and over again, who can throw you different looks and different angles. Those are the things that will confuse Tank. Because if you're not doing that same pattern over and over again, if you're not letting him burn you out through his pressure, that's Tank is going to have to then go down in his tool bag some more. The problem is that these guys ain't not forcing Tank to go down in his bag. He's just walking y'all down and just blasting y'all ass. You feel me? Now, he went in his bag a lot. If you go back to the Exotic Cruz fight, when he had to force the fight with one hand, you saw a lot of movement. You saw a lot of clean shots, slipping and dipping. I'm just saying, man, that was a closer fight because he had one hand, but he still pulled that fight off against Exotic Cruz with one hand. That speaks volumes. That speaks volumes. This is Frank Martin talking about the big stage. You know, a lot of people was wondering where the bright light's going to get to Frank Martin.
You know, the lights, the people, you know, in the crowd and stuff. I felt like I didn't let that throw me off of my game plan. You know, I was focused. You know, once I was in the ring, everything else was just kind of like, you know, like I was tunnel vision while I was in the ring. So, like, when I went out there, it was just, you know, I was locked in on him. You know, I wasn't too much worried about the crowd or nothing like that, you know, because I came to, you know, get the win. But I came up short. And, you know, the lights.
You know, the one thing I will say, I think he got caught into a little something with I think that the stage affected him just a little bit. Because the reason I say that is when after about 4 rounds, 3 or 4 rounds, that gap was closed. Tank was now like right up on him, well within striking range. And there was no adjustment. There was no adjustment. It was just, it's like he was almost scared to do something else. Like he didn't want to lose the moment. Like, what I'm doing is working, so let me just keep doing what I'm doing. And see, I mean, maybe, I don't know if I should say this is Frank or should I say this is Derrick James, but bro, there was literally no adjustments there. There was no adjustments there. And Frank is even going to admit during this post-fight press conference, I started to go off script a little bit. I started to do my little thing and I kept getting caught up on the ropes, but I was looking for something. You know what I mean? When you on that high stage like that, man, bro, you got to be crackerjack. This is your first time. You had to be crackerjack. You should have had a plan B, C, and D. But you got stuck in that one game plan that was, everyone saw what was going on. Everyone saw that Tank was pressuring you. Everyone saw that he was using your activity against you on some Aikido type shit. Everyone saw it. And you fell into the most basic trap in boxing. But like I told you on Saturday night, he ate the forbidden fruit and it tastes good. He thought he was winning. He didn't want to mess up that moment. Why would I mess this up? I'm winning. And you didn't adjust. You didn't want to lose that moment. See, Saturday was just Saturday to Tank. But it was everything to you. And you didn't even adjust. You froze in the moment. Tell me I'm lying, fight fans. Tell me I'm lying. Matter of fact, Frank on whether or not he was lulled to sleep by Gervonta Davis.
the fourth round, I had started being on the ropes a little too much, you know, and then I let him throw certain shots, but I was looking for a shot in the process of that, you know, and I think I did it a little too much, excessive, and that's how you always catch guys, you know, guys who do the same thing and they ain't switching it up. I did it a few times, and he probably caught on a little bit and caught, okay, he keep moving this way or that way, you know, and then he caught me with a shot or whatever, because I tried to use the ropes too many times, you know, to look for a shot that I was trying to find that I couldn't find, you know. He actually found the shot before I did.
Wow. Well, that's a novice mistake. And you know, it happens. You know, I mean, when you moving like that, moving, you're gonna get caught up on the ropes. You got to be prepared the second your back touch them ropes, either to get out of dodge or have something to deal with that at that moment. That's one of the things I got to take my hat off to Alberto Puello about. Alberto Puello, one of the biggest things with him that he clearly worked on before this fight was he was a guy that always get caught up on ropes and always get caught up in corners. But the difference was when he fought Gary Antuanne, he worked on some slipping and dipping ability, because not only was he slipping and dipping very well along the ropes, he was counterpunching very well along the ropes. Frank did none of that. You know what I mean? Whenever he was getting up on the ropes, he was just kind of bending down. And like I said, it got to the point where Tank was just beating his body every time he just kind of bent down. And just Tank was just sizing him up for big shots every time he got caught along the ropes and a quarter along in the corner. That last one in the 8th round costed them fight fans. So it is what it is. Muhammad Hamatola says, yo, man, that forbidden fruit will put you to sleep 100%. Oh, I'm winning. The fruit tastes so good. They'll go round 1. They'll go round 2. Oh, so good. I'm going to keep on eating this fruit. Round 3. 4. I got 4 rounds. Why stop? I'm going to keep on going back to this fruit. Wait a minute. I feel funny. Oh, damn, I lost that round. What the hell is going on? I can't move no more. Why does fruit taste different now? Let me toss this shit away. Oh, damn, I lost another round. Oh, I don't feel right. Something feels wrong. I don't know. I kept eating the fruit. It was so good. Bam, I'm knocked the fuck out. The forbidden fruit. You can't do it. You got to adjust. You got to put the fruit down. It looks good. Canelo do this all day. Look at Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders thought he was flying against Canelo Alvarez. Nope, you ate the forbidden fruit, bro. Grind it to a halt. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is. How durable was a shot that Gamboa would have lasted till the last round with Tank? Achilles torn, sitting duck, getting blasted one after another. I don't know how he stood on his feet. Facts. You know, Gamboa is a veteran, man. Like, Gamboa has been in there with the best. You know what I mean? Some people just got thick beards, man, got thick skin. And so, you know, in Gamboa's case, though, but he's a veteran. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he did only have 1 foot and Tank couldn't put him away. But I got to admit, Tank hit that boy with everything but the kitchen sink. Even though Gamboa didn't go down, I can imagine the next day how much pain that he was really, really in. You know what I mean? Yeah, you right about that, fam. You right about that. Lala says, yo, that's okay, Frank. He found the shot before you did, but you found the canvas. You found the canvas before he did. Just kidding. Sipping frozen pina coladas. Enjoy that thing out there. Pour one for me. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, hey, you right, though. He did find that canvas before Tank ass did, though. He was running away with that damn forbidden fruit. Real spill, man. Y'all ain't right, man. Y'all are not right. Let's go to some more, man. So let's listen to a little bit of Tank, huh? We ain't heard nothing from Tank yet. Let's listen to a bit of Tank. Now, Tank was kind of soft-spoken, you know what I'm saying? He was just in a good mood. You know, Tank has never really kind of been a big talker. So the little excerpts we got from Tank, it's like, you could have said a little more, but we understand. This is Tank talking about his early celebration. Yeah, for those who missed it, Tank did a Larry Bird. What are you talking about, man? You go back to Larry Bird in the 3-point shooting contest, right? What does he do after he shoots that last money ball? He walks off with the finger in the air, like you already know that butter. That thing was butter, and that thing went swap. He set that last 3-point and just walked off the court with his finger in the air. Swap. Butter. Well, that's what Tank did. The second that Frank's body started to go like down, it seemed like Tank haul asses over to the corner and does this big backflip in the middle of the air, right? Early celebration. But it's like, damn, you celebrating, homie. You don't even know if the man is out. But he was out. So that shit was funny. So this is Tank talking about the early celebration.
As sometimes is the case with you, that you start a little slowly and that a lot of people had him winning early on. How did you feel like you were doing? Did you think he was doing anything to win rounds? And you figured it was a matter of time before your power?
Oh, my bad. He definitely was, throwing more punches than our beginning of the rounds. And my whole thing was to, let him tire himself out. I don't think he was connecting a lot of them shots, but he was definitely, like, touching my gloves and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I knew he was going to tire himself out. That was the whole game plan.
And on the really badly hurt with a shot before that. Did you figure that when you landed that shot, because you ran to the corner post to, start to get in position to do your flip, I think before the referee even finished counting to 10.
Yeah, I knew the way he felt like he wasn't getting back up because he hit his head,
Damn.
on the mat. You know what I mean? So, overall, he's a great fighter.
Gervonta, as sometimes is the case,
Wow,
you start a little
wow,
slowly, and that a lot
wow,
of people had him
fans.
winning.
So yeah, man. I mean, he said he knew when he landed that shot. He said he seen his head hit the canvas. He knew it was a wrap. He knew it was a wrap. You don't see a lot of fighters doing that, man. The only fighter I seen do an early celebration like that before you knew if the dude was out was Charlo. That's in recent memory. When Charlo knocked out Lubin. When he knocked out Lubin, remember he landed that uppercut and he just started yelling and screaming before Lubin even hit the ground. It was almost like he knew, Shawty, you not recovering from that. You not recovering from that. You know what I mean? It was almost like he kind of knew that. So that's the only other fighter in recent times that I can think of that did an early celebration before the dude actually hit that damn canvas and just fell out. You know what I'm saying? But Tank said he knew. Tank said he knew. And I honestly like the fact that Tank is not taking no chances to really kind of, disrespect Frank Martin. He keeping it real respectful, you know what I mean? And he giving Frank a lot of credit. Tank was clearly very familiar with Frank Martin. We know that they sparred in the past and so on and so forth. One of the things that I felt Tank was going into this fight, it's almost like he knew something. It was that same feeling that when Shakur Stevenson fought Jamel Herring. Remember when he fought Jamel Herring, how like he was just smiling and messing with Bomac and them and just like, bro, y'all already know that this dude can't hang with me. That's kind of how Tank approached this fight. Like, y'all already know, you know what I mean? I mean, we'll do it for the money, but brother, we know what's about to happen. That's how he went through this whole buildup like that. Like he knew something. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe he did. Maybe he did. Let's listen to Tank on how did he find that shot.
Where you ended the fight.
I just had to get in the right range. You know what I mean? I was fighting my range out. He had a decent jab. He was moving a lot. You know what I mean? Just had to break him down as the fight was going on.
Get to that moment where you
Smart.
ended the
Didn't rush nothing. Didn't jump out of character. Didn't throw a bunch of wasteful shots. Smart, educated breakdown, methodical breakdown. You know what I'm saying? And then a finish. Beautiful. That's how you get it done. You know what I mean? Tank's face was mocked up pretty good. Put himself in harm's way all night long. Right? Looked like that. I want to say it was the right side of his. I want to say it was the right side. So it looked like Frank's left hand might got something going on because the right side of Gervonta's eye was swollen and all kind of colors. You know what I mean? So you got to give Frank Martin a lot of credit for that. You feel me? Real spill. Come on back to the chat here, man. Salute to my homie, the Win and Drive out there, man. Salute to you, fam. Bam. In that super chat, man. Coming on through, holding the homie down. Much love to you, bro. Says, yo, man, Frank is better than I thought. Jab is on point. Yeah, his jab is on point. That's one of the things that Derrick James teaches, man. That's one of the things that he infuses into his fighters. Charlo, Earl, Frank, all got good jabs. And he makes sure that build off the jab. Tank didn't do what I really wanted him to do. He was coming forward. But just think, Tank could have honestly fought this fight in a whole nother way. He could have fought it going backwards. He could have allowed Frank to come to him. He was still strong 5, 6, 7 rounds into this fight. Frank was already kind of going down. You know what I mean? He could have honestly did this on the back foot if he wanted to. That's just another layer to Gervonta Tank Davis's game. But I like Frank Martin, man, and I want to see him around the game for a nice amount of time. You know what I mean? Thanks for that love out there when they're driving. Salute to you, fam. Salute, man. Hey man, what up, man? Salute to my homie, man, Lawrence RBE. Once again, coming on through, holding our homie down in the super chat. It was good talking to you the other day, Lawrence. A salute to you, bro. Hope all is well. Thanks for that love right there, man. He says, yo, man, can you explain why fighters wait until the last minute to cut weight? It affected Frank. Why not be at a right weight before the fight? Frank will learn because some live it and some don't. You know what I mean? That's a very, very, very good point, man. I mean, honestly, sometimes with some of these fighters, they don't know because at any given fight, bro, one fight, it could be real easy for that fighter to make weight. And the very next fight, that fighter could be struggling, especially when you're dealing with these 20 something year olds. You know what I mean? You just honestly never know when their body is going to hit that next level of growth and it ain't trying to come back down. And so it happens that way. I'm going to say in Frank's case, though, he should have been kind of more on weight leading into this fight. He did wait till too late to cram it all in. Everybody was making fun of Gervonta Davis for not making the grand arrivals, and he out there running and trying to get them last minute. Looked like he was smart to do that because he came in a whole pound under Frank. You know what I mean? A whole pound under Frank, built himself for endurance. And I don't know, bro. I honestly don't know. You would think that Derrick James would have known that. But then again, similar things happen with Earl Spence Jr. when you think about it, right? Earl wasn't ready to go. I told y'all when they were first negotiating with Terrence Crawford, his body wasn't in shape. He wasn't, even when they were talking about Keith Thurman, he wasn't in shape. In leading up into the Bud fight, really wasn't in that great of shape. You know what I mean? He went to the scientific nutritionist and try to rush things, and look what we got. So I don't know. I don't know if maybe Derrick James doesn't focus on their weight or something. I really honestly don't know. That's a very, very good question. But any fighter in their right mind knows you don't cram weight at the last minute. You don't do that. That's just a, basic rule. You do that shit gradually over the course of your camp. That's the right way to do it. And it's even better if you're staying in shape between fights, right? That way you ain't got to lose a whole bunch to trying to go into a fight. You're not having fat camps. You know what I mean? You're not having fat camps. So I don't know, man. I really honestly don't know. It's a terrible decision from Frank Martin. Terrible decision. The crazy thing is that Gervonta Davis honestly kind of was hinting at that this was going to be the case. Like he knew. He was hinting like this is something they knew. And if you look at Tank's style that he used in the fight, he used Frank's weight against him. Think about it. All of that activity, all of that punching, and Tank said, I'm just trying to get him to tire himself out. That shit came after 4 rounds. 4 rounds, that gap was closed. I said to myself, yeah, Tank knew. Maybe Frank has been struggling to make weight for a while. We just, some of them things get tucked away real good behind the scenes, man. But, all of these weight bullies are starting to get exposed nowadays, bro. So, yeah, man, I'm with you, bro. I honestly don't know why they wait to the last minute. That is a novice decision. You know what I mean? The only way I would think that you would wait to the last minute like that is if you're struggling with the weight. You're struggling with the weight. And taking too much off during camp would have had him too weak. That's the only thing that I could think of. Other than that, it wouldn't make sense. This fight was booked. It had a date for months. So it's not like this was some out of the blue, oh, you just found out about the fight. No, you knew about this. People was looking at Tank. Tank was preparing for this for months. Remember, we kept saying leading into this fight, this is the most focused Tank that we've seen in a minute. It showed at the weigh-in and it showed in the fight. You know what I mean? Got to give him credit, man. Got to give him credit. Let's listen to Tank talk about let's see, Tank talking about Shakur Stevenson. He ain't really had much to say though.
Know how it would go. Everybody in this room would know how it would go. You know what I mean? But
how it would go with Shakur.
I guess it'd be good for the sport if we fight now or later. Know how it would go. Everybody in this room.
So yeah, he's saying he thinks it'd be good for the sport. Tank has been embracing the Shakur fight more and more. Like I said, if you go on his social media right now, I thought I had a clip of it, but I don't. You go on his social media right now, he's talking about Shakur. You know what I mean? So, and he's saying he want to run it. That's a huge fight. That's a huge fight. I mean, with Tank star power, they could do a crossover thing. It's going to do numbers. It's going to do numbers. And that is a close, risky fight. I've always seen them two as the best of the class, always. And I've always said that Tank's hardest fight, in my opinion, would be Shakur Stevens. Would be Shakur Stevenson. So if Tank jumps into the Shakur fight, which we don't know what Tank is going to do next, Tank's world being who he is, it can go in 1,000 directions. We can go Isaac Cruz. We can go back towards Ryan Garcia. Go to Shakur. You can go to Loma. It's Tank's world, and everybody is just living in it. You know what I mean? So I can't tell you what he's going to do next, fight fans. I really can't. But I can say that Tank can do anything that he pretty much wants. And that's crazy. Him and Shakur, though, that's a cracking ass fight, fam. That's a cracking ass fight. Malik, what's up, man? You say Malachi, what's up, man? 727. Why does Tank use hydration clauses all the time? Seems unreal for him to win. Well, I mean, when we found out the news about Devin Haney, do you think he's wrong? Knowing that Haney comes in at 165 pounds, you think he's wrong for putting a hydration clause on him? And he's fighting at 35, coming in at 33. Or how about Ryan Garcia, who's never, ever, ever fought at 140 pounds? He's fought at all catch weights. All catch weights. He was not supposed to put one on him. A guy can't even not forget 35 or 38 where they fought at. He can't even make 40. And he's not supposed to have a rehydration clause? Riddle me that. He's at 40, brother. And he can't even make 40. What is that telling you? These are the dudes that wanted to jump on Tank. So, yeah, my deal is this. You don't want Tank to put no hydration clause on, then they can come down to the full class then. Don't ask the star in Tank Davis to go outside of his box to appease these dudes when they trying to scheme on him. No, it don't work like that, man. Don't work like that. They didn't try to scheme on this man. Boy, Devin Haney, 165 freaking pounds. 165 pounds. Come on, bro. And he's not supposed to put, oh, no, he's supposed to fight these big ass fight. And the second that they beat Tank, no one gonna ask no questions about the weight. It ain't gonna matter. Only thing that's gonna matter is, oh, who won and who lost. You know what I mean? And that's it, and that's all. Tank got all the advantages, though. Tank ain't got no advantages. But how he got all the advantages? He's so small. How? All he's saying is come to the weight class. Be of proper weight. The rehydration shit is about safety, bro. We can't have fighters coming in there 20, 30 pounds bigger than their opponent. And then we want to run around and tell them they so good. No, bro, it's about safety, man. It's about safety, bro. These dudes can't be coming in there that big on a 35 pounder. Nah, man, it's about safety, bro. Which one you want to get that man brains rattled from some big ass dude? For what? For what? Tank on Shakur. All that boxing. What you gonna do when you get hit? Tank's a beast. Yeah, but Tank gotta also understand you messing with a dude that can adjust. That is key. I can't recall anyone in recent times Tank fought of that caliber that can do the things that Shakur can do. Shakur don't always got a box. Shakur has got a mean streak in him as well. Shakur will impose. You know what I mean? He may not do it for the entire fight, but against a Tank Davis, he may will impose. I just think that everybody giving Shakur a bad rap after that last fight, bro. Like, we got to get past that shit. I get it. You know, he moved around. He was injured. He was hurt. Granted, everybody talking about something, he's scared of power. It's not about he's scared of power. He was hurt. He did what he had to do to get through that fight. It's the same way when my boy Gary Russell Jr. got hurt against Max Sayo. Same thing. He had to fight that fight in a way to try to get through it. Man, we don't give Shakur no benefits and no doubts, bro. We don't give him no benefits. I just think a full, healthy Shakur, Devin can't fuck with him. Devin can't fuck with him, that's for sure. Devin can't fuck with him. And him and Tank is real close. You know what I mean? I real spill. And on top of that, Shakur has been to the Russell gym. Keep in mind, Shakur has been sharpened by iron. Shakur ain't been sharpened by just basic. Shakur came up since he left the Olympics. He was in the best gyms around the country, fighting some of the best cats out here, giving these boys problems. Y'all sleeping on Shakur, bro. I don't understand, folks, bro. Y'all, it's, you know, I get it with boxing. It's, what have you done for me lately? You're only as good as your last fight. Totally understand that. But he did beat the guy by margins with the injured, what, hand or shoulder? He was injured. Come on, man. We're not gonna do that, bro. Shakur is a multiple division champion. In my opinion, Shakur is a top 5 pound for pound fighter. And crazy as this might sound, that's above Devin. That's above Tank. That's above Teo. That's above who else? That's it pretty much. I don't count Ryan right now. Teo, Tank, Shakur. Teo, Tank, and Devin. I believe Shakur is high in the pound for pound ranked higher than all of them. Higher than all of them. Has any of them went to a weight class and cleared out the class? Shakur has. Why y'all want to keep giving him a bad rap? Last time I checked, Shakur moved up to a division and took out the 2 top guys there. When the last time Devin did that? When the last time that happened? Shakur literally moved up to a class, placed his Puerto Rican flag down, his Newark, New Jersey flag down, and say, look, I run this shit. I'm the boss at 30. And he's like that close from doing it at 35. What the hell y'all be thinking? Do y'all understand who Shakur is? How many fighters is walking around with that kind of decoration? And then he's moving up and dominating fighters. Not just beating them, but he's dominating these dudes. Man, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. I'm dying to see this fight. I'm actually excited to see this fight between him and Artem Hanatarian. I get it. Oh, this is Frank Martin's leftovers. I don't really look at shit like that all the time. I look at styles make fights. Artem likes to fight. It's going to be real interesting to see how Shakur can deal with that or is going to deal with that right now. Now, I hope Shakur don't be hearing all of this criticism and he go in there and get uncharacteristic. Go in there doing things that he normally don't do. We don't want to see that, bro. Be who you are. Have you not learned? These folks are going to jump on you no matter what you do, whether you're winning or whether you're losing. And it don't matter what fashion. It's best if you get a knockout, but listen, they're going to still find something with that. These are fan bases of other fighters. There's nothing you can do about that, bro. The only thing that you can do is continue to win. That's all. Continue to win and let them keep complaining about it. Simple as that. You know what I mean? I fucks with Shakur heavy, man. That's my guy, man. Shorty shot, man. Second coming to Bud right there, man. Shakur will frustrate the hell out of Tank, says la. That fight won't happen. I mean, I like to see it. I tell you one thing. If Tank do that shit, I would take my head off to that brother. I would take my head off to both of them, but bro, that would just be a bold move. A bold move. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We'll see, man. I hope so, man. I hope so. I really do hope so. Nah, I don't see Devin winning shit. I don't see Devin beating none of these cats, man. I don't see him beating Shakur or Tank. He might get beat up on Cambosos, and he might get beat up on freaking Teo after Teo was, I mean, not Teo, but Prograis. Prograis walks like his feet got magnets on the bottom of him. Prograis. And that's his claim to fame. Prograis and Loma, old Loma, who most don't think he won, and flat-footed Prograis. Oh, yeah, I'm jumping out of the gym for that fight, fans. Hey, there go my main man right there, bro. I've been waiting on you, bro. Where you been, man? So to my main man, I am the one out there, bro. Where you been, man? You ain't been rocking with me, bro. Hey, listen, you got the channel up and running? Let me know, bro. I'm coming past if you are. Me and the fam, you know what I'm saying? Shakur trains with Bud. Enough said. Facts. Iron sharpens iron. That's just, he trains with Bud. What more do you need? And Bud says, look, he gets me prepared hanging with this young boy. Boy, Shakur gonna be a beast. And Tank got his hands full with Shakur. And Shakur got his hands full with Tank. Because Shakur is going to definitely have to use his legs, but most importantly, he's going to have to adjust. You can't do the same thing over and over again. All of that moving around ain't gonna work, bro. It ain't gonna work. Damon says, yo, salute to my man Damon Webster. Ryan didn't even make 135 with a rehydration clause. And Devin didn't break any rules. If you make the weight and suck down, unless it's against the well, it's going to be against the rules going in the future, at least in California, from what we understand, right? But if you make the weight and suck down, unless it's against the rules at 165, it's cool. No boxer fights it. No boxer don't fight at their walk around weight, granted. But also no fighter ain't rehydrating no 25 something pounds over fucking night. That ain't happening either. You know what I'm talking about? Who doing that? Like, nah, man. At the end of the day, all of these boys need to be fighting at their weight class. How about this though, Damon? How about you gonna say that Devin maybe should be fighting at 47? How come ain't nobody saying that? I mean, if you can weigh 165 pounds, why ain't you at 47 again? Riddle me that. I mean, Tank ain't weighing that much. Should Devin be at 47? Is he the weight bully? Is that the reason why the knockouts disappeared? Because he's afraid to go to 47? Who would he beat at 47? And he's supposed to be at 47. You know, Boots would destroy him. Boots would destroy him. Hell, I don't even know if he can beat Mario Barrios. It's Tank's leftovers. Let's see him move up to 47. A right weight class that he should be fighting in. You know what I'm saying? I bet he won't do that though, now would he? I bet he won't do that, man. He better not stink it up in that Sandor Martin fight, bro, because we are definitely watching. I got Tank Davis coming off of a knockout. Granted, Gary Antuanne Russell lost. Granted. His ass better win too. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to say. Lucky as hell that Gary lost, bro, because Gary was on his ass. Gary was on his ass. Oh, scared ass dude. Oh, he could talk all this trash now that Gary lost. Man, that's some sucker shit, bro. Damon says, we already said that one. That's some sucker shit, bro. Tank power is off the charts, but Shakur got some pop too. He is not dead with the pillow hands. Facts. Yeah, definitely he can give. Tank will have to really worry about long rangy shots from Shakur Stevenson. Long rangy shots, and Shakur can hit and get out of dodge. It's a lot of tools here, man. He will not get caught up in that Frank Martin shit. Not to mention his gas tank is way better than Frank Martin, because Shakur is a fighter that's coming up, not a fighter that's been hanging at a weight class too long, not a fighter that's been trying to pull little gimmicks and shit. No, he's the one that's coming up in weight, so he's comfortable. He's going to be going well long into a fight. I'm telling you, bro, it will be a great fight. 50-50 fight for sure. 50-50 fight for sure. For sure. I about to say Muhammad. Let me scroll past Muhammad told us, man. You about to give me the game, bro. Nah, Mo. Hey, Lala says, yo, even though the fight was trash juice, why do you think that De Los Santos wouldn't throw? Because he didn't know how to go about doing it. Because he was caught in what I like to call the cake mix. You know what I'm saying? He was in the mix. He didn't know if he was coming or going. It's like, he talking about Shakur. Shakur ain't got to give him nothing. Shakur's biggest thing that he does in fights is takes things away. I'm taking your jab away. I'm taking your right hands away. I'm taking it all away. And I don't have to give you nothing. That's the problem with y'all fight fans. A lot of fight fans out there. Y'all want fighters to give other fighters things. Give them a chance to be in the fight. Stand right there in front of them and trade with them. No, Shakur don't give nothing. You don't give. You got to come and earn it, homie. Take it from me. I'm not giving you nothing. And Shakur ain't got to do it. It's just like Guillermo Rigondeaux back in the day. Rigo never gave nobody nothing. No matter what they called him, no matter what they said to him, he never gave no one nothing. I can take it all away and I don't have to give you shit. And Shakur is that kind of fighter. That's just one of the things that he can do. You know what I mean? He's a boogeyman. He's a snatcher. He be snatching shit. You know what I mean? Shakur don't be like Devin Haney and listen to the critics. Had Floyd listen to the critics and he would not be 50-0. No, Shakur got to stay in his own lane, worry about his own fan base. Don't be trying to appease the Tank fans, appease the Devin fans, and you know what I mean? And sometimes I get it, Shakur may feel like, I'm a little kind of left off in the cold because you got the Devin Haney fans being paid to constantly cover Devin Haney, and Tank fans is just so big. So Shakur is trying to figure out like where can I kind of fit into this shit? You know what I'm saying? And everybody ragging on his last performance ain't really helping too much. But my thing is simple, bro. You keep doing what you're doing. You are one of them fighters where your legacy is going to speak for itself. The legacy is going to get you to the hall. Just like your big bro Andre Ward, just like your big bro Terrence Crawford. They all both were hated. They both were criticized. Fighters stayed away from them too. They wasn't as popular. All the same boxes that you check and they checked. They both in the Hall of Fame. They're both filthy rich, and they're both well respected amongst the boxing world. That's all you can ask for as a fighter. That's all you can ask for as a fighter. And guess what? Every box is checked. You keep doing what you're doing, bro. Your legacy, not the social medias, you know what I'm saying? Not all of that. You are a different breed. There are those who running and swim in the social media world and they swim in the popularity lane. You are the real deal. You know, real fighters, they don't worry about that shit, bro. I always go back to the best analogy I can always remember, and that is the movie Undisputed with Vin Rames and Wesley Snipes. You know what I'm saying? And remember, Wesley was the baddest fighter in that jail, but he was the most quietest cat in there, wasn't he? Minding his business, stayed to himself, whittled his little wooden little toys or whatever he was doing and shit, minding his business. But the second he got in that ring, there was no one in the whole jail could fuck with him. He didn't want to be popular. He didn't want to run around telling everybody what he can and can't do. What's understood and got to be explained. You get it? And Shakur, you need to understand that. You're young, so I understand you want the glitz and, you know, I understand you want all what you're seeing your peers getting. Totally understand it. But another thing that Shakur need to understand is that, brother, on the low, you popular. You just don't know it. You may not be, I guess, casual prop, even to a certain degree with the casuals. They know who Shakur is. When I say casuals, I'm talking about like the casuals that watch boxing once every 5 years type shit. You may not be known to them cats, but to anyone that's paying attention to the sport of boxing, even the outer realms of the casual crowd, they know who Shakur is. They know exactly who you are. The problem with you, Shakur, if you want to get the popularity thing, you're just like Bud. You've never had the dance partner to get you there. We thought that him and Oscar Valdez was going to be that. But even, I guess, Valdez post PED scandal, it didn't hit the same. You know what I mean? I don't know. But you need that guy that's going to kind of be your defining fight. And you haven't gotten that yet. That's why I want him and Teo so bad. That's why I want him to face Teo so bad. You know what I mean? Him and Teofimo Lopez is brilliant. Bro, that's your super fight technically. But if you're going to go out the tank, then it is what it is. Do you think that Shakur is too cautious as a fighter, like more 80% defense and 20% output? No. I think that just two fights that people use and say that that's what it is. I can go to some fights where his offensive output was just as much more higher than 20%. I'd say he's about 60-40. I'd hover more around 60-40 overall. If you look at his career overall, he is more defensively minded than offensively minded. But not to the point of it's just like a snore fest every single fight. And he's just running around every single fight. No, that's not the case. It's just a couple fights that people keep pointing out. You know what I mean? So I'd say about 60-40. About 60-40. Shakur needs more personality as well. He all right, man. Yeah, he ain't got no real promoter. You know what I mean? That's the Bob ain't promoting no more. Bob just a businessman. He's not a promoter. There's a difference. Bob is just a businessman. Well, maybe if it makes this amount of money or that amount of money, he has to sign the contract. We don't know. He's not our fighter. Like, he's a businessman. But far as promoting, what Eddie Hearn is doing, nah, Bob ain't doing that. And Shakur has never really had a promoter. Just like Bud never had a promoter. Bob wasn't promoting Bud. These dudes ain't had promoters. Devin got a father paying everybody, and his father talking a mile a minute. They got promoters. So, it is what it is. I just don't like his bitterness attitude sometimes. That kind of get under my skin. I hate the fact that he sometimes get a little bitter and start kind of lashing out, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess his frustrations. But I don't like that. I think he need to keep a cool head, just stay cool, keep making your road, and eventually that big one gonna come. You know what I mean? And I respect Shakur to the fullest. We respect all of this fake shit in boxing, all of these fake cats in boxing. Shakur wanted a real deal. Fought the best, jumped in there with some of the best. I respect Shakur Stevenson, man. You know what I'm saying? Real spirit. And moving through weight classes like it's nothing. For sure. Let's listen to Tank Davis' last couple audio clips before I get ready to shut this down, fight fans. Tank on what's next.
In that fight, November,
for sure.
Talked about?
Yeah, for sure. As long as we go back to the drawing board, and I'm willing to fight all of them.
Thank you so much. Congrats.
Thanks, right in front.
In that fight, November.
For sure.
That's a generalized statement. And then this is what I was saying at the top of the program. In Tank's case, you're going to start to bear the brunt of that criticism now, bruh. You know, everyone's seen this time around you and Floyd's major separation. You know what I mean? So at this point, there's no one that can put it on Floyd no more. No one can sit around and say, yo, Floyd is holding back Tank, or Floyd don't want to make it. It's all on Tank. So whatever Tank got lined up next, you know what I mean? Whether it's something that the fans want to see or not, it's all going to fall on Tank. You are orchestrating your moves right now, bruh. Yeah, granted, Owl is behind the scenes, maybe driving things, or should I say the PBC suits are behind the scenes driving things, you know what I mean? But you technically, the buck stops with you. You know what I mean? The buck stop with you. So, you know, you still got to make these calls, man. So these fights, people going to be saying, man, what your next moves is, bro. What's your next move? I think I got one more here. Let's see what Tank talking about in this one.
No, I don't think so, because they all fight different. They all fight different. One a boxer.
Oh,
one,
style, the
like,
style of Frank.
You know,
It's
try to
insane.
stay in front of you. Frank was somewhat a boxer, but they why y'all laughing? No, but he was, you know what I mean?
Somewhat a boxer.
It's cool. They all fight different. You know what I mean? I approach every fight different, so I don't think it helped me for them guys.
So I guess the question was, did Frank Martin prepare him for some of the other guys like Shakur and Devin Haney and so forth? So he's saying no. I don't think so. I don't think so. Frank's the gap on Frank closed too fast. It closed too fast. Tank didn't have but a good. I mean, he got marked up pretty good, but after about that fourth, fifth round, Tank was kind of like in control, just using pressure. You feel me? So I think that's what Tank is looking at it like, you know, how can I say he's the best I've ever fought, or he's prepared me for somebody, when technically after 4 rounds, it was just a countdown at that point. You know what I'm saying? That's tough. Some people say, hey, other fighters have put up more of a better fight for Tank Davis than, say, Frank Martin. If I had to think about it, I would say, truth be told, Barrios put up a better fight than him. Or some are saying Leo Santa Cruz. I think it was just a matter of time for Leo. I would say Barrios probably put up a better fight. Some are saying Ryan put up a better fight, arguably. You know what I mean? But I can't sit here and say that with Tank, the work that he got from Frank would prepare him for Shakur. Frank got stuck in one gear. Shakur is not going to be in one gear. And even, you know, big up top, small down bottom, Devin Haney will probably kick it up to more than one gear. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But we weren't ready to get on up out of here, fight fans. It's getting late on my end, man. I just wanted to get on here and give a good recap of all of these fights, man. I want to say thank y'all for rocking out with the homie tonight, man. I want to say much love to each and every one of y'all. I was hoping, hey man, which one of y'all out there didn't block Lana, man? Which one of y'all out there didn't block Lana? I need Lana to comment into the comment section, man, so I can unblock Lana. I'll go behind the scenes and do it, man. One of y'all that messed around and blocked Lana. What did Lana say to have y'all block Lana? That's fam right there. Y'all know how Lana is, man. Y'all know. Y'all know Lana always saying some wild stuff to get under people's skin. That's my bro right there, man. So y'all can't block. I thought Lana had a blue suit too, so he must have switched profiles or switch accounts or whatever. So I got to make sure Lana get a blue suit so y'all won't be blowing his head off and shit. You know what I'm saying? Salute to y'all all, man. But thanks to everybody, man. Thanks to everybody for coming on through and rocking out with me tonight. It's been a long day. I wasn't sure if I was going to even make it through this whole thing, but we got through. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all, each and every one of y'all, for y'all support. Thank you to everyone in the super chats tonight. Thank you to everyone in the comment section for your participation. Y'all are awesome, man. I really appreciate each and every one of y'all. Vacation is over, fight fans. Back onto the videos tomorrow for the next couple days. The next episode of We Talking Boxing will be coming up on Thursday. Hopefully, I'll be live before then, though. If something big breaking the sport, y'all already know I'm going to be right here talking about it. So, for the next couple days, I'll be working on videos for the channel. So y'all go ahead and just continue to support the videos as they come on out. Come on out. I'm getting tired, fight fans. I gotta get out of here. Thank y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed night. Stay stressed and sucker free. Remember, the devil is everywhere, omnipresent. everywhere, man. He wants you sad, depressed, thinking that you are not more than a conqueror when you are that and then some. I'm telling you, fight fans, you have the power to change the world. Just tap into it. And when you do it, just come on back and chop it up and let me and the fam know exactly what you did. Stay blessed, fight fans. Stay positive and stay up. I'll catch up with y'all real soon. To the next video, man. Peace out.
Baby life, hey, worry how you do it. I don't give a fuck as long as you enjoy it. Hey, I got my mind blown, different time zones. Man, the sun rise up, will you get up? Hey, it's a blessing how I'm dressing. Hey, you change so much when you fed up. Hold up, psychedelic features, smiling like the Mona Lisa. Hey, devil out here working, man, don't let that nigga beat you. Conquer my hell, turn the speaker to a teacher. Listen, confidence pouring in, these chicks say I'm a keeper. Hey, everybody swear they got the answer. Ask about the truth and they are dancing. Moving through these streets, I'm like a panther. Oh yeah, everybody want me on the camera. Oh yeah, living by the water, got my life in order. Think about the memories, your eyes are some recorders. Make the most of it, share it with your sons and daughters. Life ain't a game, but I'm balling through these quarters. Ay, riding to my timing, darkness now I'm shining. Man, I'm eating good, won't you tell me, are you dining? Hey, then again, maybe not. Won't you let me put this up in your pot? I'm not here to judge cause you took a shot. Get it? I just want the best for the have-nots. Let us pray. Hey, let us pray. Hey, hoping that the God take the pain away. Some are having trouble making through the day. Living in a system that ain't fair play. Let us pray. Hey, let us pray. Y'all got patience, how much can you take? Hoping we don't break for a life's sake. Ay, trying to change your air, are you nasty? Cause you miss me. Did you reach out or did you check up? You got family for insanity, then it won't be long for it let up. Get up, you can try high, I can read your face expression. Don't get mad at me, cause I wasn't your protection. Talk to the creator, give him your confession. Top or the bottom, hey, you always learn the lesson. Hey, works hand in hand like the smoke in my session. Keeping my mind free with my discretion. Life on the TV is all fake. Hey, I just rather be me all day. Keeping me together or it all breaks. Live amongst the dirty, Lord have mercy. Some people cup running over, some is thirsty. Forgive me for my sins, hoping they ain't curse me. Standing out like stars in the dark sky. Behind doors, everybody took a hard cry. I know I did. Say you never have, then I say why lie? Hey, there's way too many frauds saying they a wise guy. Hey, let us pray. Hoping that the God take the pain away. Some having trouble making it through the day. Living in a system that ain't fair play. Let us pray. Yeah. Let us pray. We all got patience. How much can you take? Hoping we don't break for a life's sake. Try to change your air. Try to change your place. Let us pray.